What's up, guys? Okay, so we're up to the next part of the Make It Common Bridge the Gap episode. This question is: women are selectively independent. Yeah, they are. But anyway, let's take a look, see what this thing says.
Women are selectively independent.
So say that again, we get a question.
Everyone agreed. That's cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while to get your head around that statement. Yeah.
Oh, so everyone agrees, yeah?
Yeah.
We all agree.
Goddamn right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let me keep my butt here, but
Still sitting down.
yeah.
Hold
So
on.
who wants to open the floor with that?
That's a big
We
statement,
are.
you know.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna watch this. Women,
And we are. We are.
You're having a conversation with yourself.
women choose when they want to be.
Yeah, when we want to be.
Why you agree?
I definitely agree.
I don't want to say too much because then it gets a bit, but I always feel like, especially because we were just speaking about this masculinity thing, and it's kind of a case of, oh, yeah, I'm an independent woman, but I'm not going to pay for this dinner because, well, you made me put on makeup, so
Yeah.
you're paying for my time pretty much.
Like if
So-
you wanna
Yeah.
show that it's so
I'm not,
independent,
I'm not gonna. It doesn't suit me right now, so I'm not.
I think it's more of a
I'm not an
humanity
independent
thing,
woman
though.
today.
Like,
that's where the
people in general
that's literally it. Like
Tomorrow I might be.
wanna-
Today, no.
will be
And it's
selectively independent. I mean,
decide.
it's an advantage that
Decide.
they can.
that's what it is.
Take
It's
advantage
like you can
of.
say yeah, independent women, but at the same time, it's like okay, you wanna go out like the dinner stuff, but most women will expect the man to pay.
My stance on this is that if you initiate the date, you should pay.
That's convenient for women, though.
Yeah,
It's not about independent.
But yeah,
It's not
No,
independent.
Supply
I
and
feel
demand.
like
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there is a sense
I get that.
of entitlement that
Yeah, it's supply and demand. So I understand that statement. If you ask, then you pay. But it should be a mutual thing essentially. But it also comes down to women are more sought after, demanded, like high value women, like very attractive women are more sought after. So they got a lot more options. You got more options, you can raise your demands, so to speak. So now they can demand that the guy pay, etc., etc., etc. However, men don't utilize that advantage, the high value men, because there's only a very small percentage of millionaires and billionaires in the world. Those kind of high value men don't utilize that advantage as often as attractive women do. And I suppose women have been exposed to that all their life, and high value men have only been exposed to a lot of attention very later on because they had to always work for it. So it's just a completely different I guess perspective and opinion.
even when it's, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm chilling. I think we should go out. Oh, you think so? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And then we go out,
This is therapy
and then
right
it's like the bill comes and you look away. It's not like you look all the way
it's not
away.
even no, they don't look away. They don't even look at the bill. They just look
Nah, the bill doesn't exist.
just there. They don't even bother to open it.
It's a
just
mirage.
there. It's like they just brought water
But hold
to the
on,
table.
what? So what you pay for the bill?
That being said, I did have a waiter one time put it right in front of me. He knew what was gonna happen. He did.
That's happened to me too.
Big ass table. He just slid it in front of my.
think you were
He was like, "Yeah, you are gonna pay." I already
that's-
know that.
that's what
I wasn't paying that time though.
For me, I'm gonna put it out there. I feel like women, when the Destiny Child's independent women track came out, everyone was like, yeah, I'm an independent woman, and I don't need a man for this and I don't need a man for that. But they forgot, like, okay, if you're independent, you stay independent.
In the beginning, yes, I feel like because a man is supposed to be the pursuer, he's supposed to be the one that goes after the woman and initiates, he should. But in the situation where you're saying women are selectively independent, let's talk about a situation where there's been a good amount of time that you've been around. If you've been around the person a series of times, I don't think that applies, what you're saying about the finance and
think-
this and that. So it's always, you have to consider the dynamic
Yeah.
and what's
Your
going
bag is
on.
hurting, man.
Yeah. So in my opinion and experience, the more decent women later on down the track, the more you get involved with her, she'll start to be a little bit more, obviously, a lot more flexible with, who pays and what you do. She's more involved with you as a couple instead of being so like, oh, you're paying, you're the man, you should always pay. So typically, the more considerate, the more, compassionate, the more sweet women generally will look at you as a partner as opposed to a sugar daddy, so to speak.
I can see your
It's
credit
just-
card's an overdraft, Julie.
What?
His credit card is hurting.
With the independent dates, man.
Independent dates.
Why not?
I really want to hear why she disagrees. Though.
Yeah. Right, yes.
Get a smile.
I think the conversation has been largely based around paying for the bill, when really and truly, independence, the question was, are you selectively independent? Okay, so you've gone into a relationship as a woman and you're independent. You're still independent in that relationship, but you can have certain expectations. So do I expect to be courted? That's my expectation going to a relationship. So yes, I expect to be courted. That doesn't,
Oh, she flipped it
mean
quite,
I'm
quite
any
well,
less independent,
but
because I could still
no.
do this for myself. But the premise of the relationship that I want is a man to court me. So does that mean paying for the bill on the first date? Yes.
This is the problem, like, okay, if you're so independent, why do you see it as when you have a flat tire, your husband has to do it? Why can't you learn how to change that tire? It's not even just,
But you can if
it's
you
not
really
even
have
just
to.
taking a woman out for a meal. It's in every thing.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
That's
it's
what
my
I'm
husband's job to put the things, certain things up, or to do certain more physical tasks.
But
If
it's
you're so
not.
fit.
I can do that.
I could do that myself, but I'm
but
going
of
to
course.
struggle. So why
That is
can't
that.
you do
But
it?
at the
Who's
same
going
time,
to
it's like
struggle less?
if you're
Fluctuates.
if you're saying you're independent, so
No, because if you're with someone, please, like, if you can want to do that
it's
thing
a
for
partnership,
me.
exactly. I would want to, but then obviously, if
I
you're
just
saying
thought
you're
it's the
independent-
expectation there. That's the thing.
What's wrong with expectations?
But you need an expectation. though,
Because
really.
I think the expectation should be there.
Yeah, it should be there.
yeah,
So that the expectation should be there, so that you both bounce off each other and you're both fulfilling, you're both serving as you're both fulfilling your due as an individual in that relationship. Because if you're both going to end up fighting for the same thing, then there might be one thing where like, oh, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that either. Then who does that? So I think it's really important to have those roles chalked out from the
Yeah,
beginning.
having roles is good.
So that it
Yeah.
leads to a successful relationship. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Look, he's saying is what he's saying is correct, right? That you should break up into roles. However, the problem in that regard is, well, women are selectively independent. So when it comes down to certain roles that they should be performing, they will bring up, oh, I'm an independent woman, and that's your job. Or like, I'm an independent woman, I shouldn't have to do that. We can do that together. So their roles are now shared in between the couple, and your roles are still, or a man's roles is still stagnant. That's still his, right? So their roles are now shared, and a man's roles is strictly the man's. Do you understand? So it's like, and that's the problem, right? Because it's like taking the best of both worlds and giving you all your disadvantages and passing them on to your partner or to the man. Like changing a tire, that's strictly a man's role. It's like he can't, if she can't do it, no, she sits onto the side and plays with her phone while he changes his tire. Cooking and cleaning, oh, she's an independent woman. Hey, the man has to come in and help now. Hey, what the hell? What's going on here? All of a sudden, her roles are now flexible, and a man's roles are now very set in stone, which is what the definition is. They're selectively independent.
I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I am one of those women that it fluctuates. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I like being independent, but it fluctuates. Like when I need the car to be parked because I can't park, then please come and help me out.
Does that
Going back to that, the guy is, again, I think from a previous question, he was Muslim. So he brought up the role thing, and as I mentioned before in the other video, yeah, I thought so. He would see women in certain roles, and he has certain expectations of women, and that reflects in his opinion on well, men have their roles. Men, you know, do men things, and women do women things, and they should know their position in the relationship as per what his beliefs are. It's fine, it's whatever he wants to believe, and it actually works out quite well in a normal household. So not much to say today.
Guys, you're
No, but then I think
It doesn't, because you still know how
to
to
some
do it.
extent, well, when he ain't there, what's going to happen?
No, oh, so you actually won't teach yourself how to do
No,
it?
no, it's okay, you know, but
How would you guys define independence though? What is an
I think
independent
being an independent woman is with or without you, I'm calm, I'm good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't actually need you to do this for me, but it would be nice.
I think it's just having that discussion though.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are these expectations that are kind of drawn out without the other person knowing.
yeah, where do they
And
come from? Like,
I'm just
women?
like,
It's based off assumption.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, this is what you have to do.
yeah, you have to do it because society says you have to do it, so you have to do it.
And just for the record, I don't mind paying for dates. But they know. I'll pay for the first one anyway.
We'll roll dice.
Card roulette.
Card roulette
That's
thing,
what
card
it is.
roulette thing.
All right. Well, yeah. Final thoughts. Well, yeah. No. A lot of the time, yeah, they're selectively independent, but at the moment, they kind of have the leverage for the date thing, so we kind of don't really have a choice. I mean, if that's the entrance fee, so to speak, then you just have to pay it. There's an entry fee to get a date with that particular woman. I mean, most women have an entry fee. Not to say it in a very negative, objective way, but yeah, it's the way you kind of have to see it in a certain perspective, and that's all there is to it. I mean, nothing much to say there. I mean, yeah, everyone agrees. Selectively independent. I mean, that particular aspect of an individual is actually really difficult to change. I mean, I think they always, to a certain extent, will be. And flip the script. Yeah, men can be selectively independent in some instances as well. Can't think of any at the top of my head, but I'm sure that, you know, people in general will be selectively independent. I mean, if you can get away with something, naturally human nature is you'll probably try to get away with it, like not doing work. If you can pass it on to somebody else, generally you can. Typically, I feel like sometimes men will have a little bit more of a tendency to be a bit proud, and so they might be a little less. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, catch you guys later. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe.